Do you think it is today that a lot of American men are going overseas to find wives?
I cannot relate. It is a real thing, but it's just insecurity. Think overseas, go overseas, babe. I completely disagree because it takes a whole lot of courage, a whole lot of self-confidence, somewhat of financial stability, and a passport, which a lot of chicks don't even have, for a man to go overseas and find his wife. And actually, really be the ones who are complaining about men leaving the U.S. to find their wives. It be the women themselves. Isn't it true that you hear so many women online talking about, leave, we don't want you here, leave, go find yourself a doormat, leave, you think you're better than everybody else now since you have a passport, where are you going? Basically, women are shaming men and insulting them for trying to do better for themselves. I hear women talking about they want to do better for themselves all the time. So what's wrong when a man wants to do that for himself? Unfortunately, some women in America are not submissive, they are way too masculine, and they don't want to cater to a man. So girlfriend, you may look feminine, but if your attitude stinks, what is a man supposed to do besides moving on? And then you're going to be mad at him for it and call him insecure?
This behavior where they still spun it all on us is exactly the reason we go overseas. The entitlement in the US is getting delusionally high. And the truth is, a lot of men feel threatened by this mindset. Not because they hate women, but because the dating landscape has changed so fast that many guys simply don't know how to navigate it anymore. The numbers show it clearly. More men are struggling with dating, confidence, and relationships than ever before. And honestly, that's not good for men or women. So to combat that, we've got something that might actually help. That's why I'm excited to have the Wing Girl method as the sponsor of today's video. Founded by renowned dating expert and fellow YouTuber, Marnie, your personal wing girl, whose channel has grown to over 1.4 million subscribers, as well as being featured on MTV, Dr. Drew, Ask Men, and Penthouse. Her goal is to help improve the dating lives of men. But let's be honest, guys suck at flirting, and that's where Marnie comes in. She has helped thousands of men transform their dating lives with her science-backed flirting method, the F formula, which has been used by tens of thousands of men worldwide. This proven system helps you attract the women that you want and build your confidence. This isn't for guys who are content with being alone forever. It's for those ready to break free from their flirting failures and finally date the women they deserve. If you're not taking action now, you're just setting yourself up to be left behind while others grab the opportunities you're too scared to go after. Even if you think a girl is out of your league or not interested, this step-by-step formula can change that. It shows you exactly how to make any woman eager to escalate with you, date you, sleep with you, and be with you. No need to look like a model or have millions in your bank account. With the F formula, those things aren't necessary. Apply this method and you'll start seeing results almost immediately. Why trust Marnie's F formula? Over 100,000 men have already experienced life-changing results. This is your chance to date like the top 10% of men. And because the Wing Girl method is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an unbeatable deal. Just click the first link in the description. Now grab your exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. Plus, if you decide to pick up the full program, you'll get an extra 50% off. If you're tired of failing at flirting and being stuck on the sidelines, stop wasting time. Take control of your dating life. Click the link below and get access right away.
Before I come to America, I didn't understand why so many American men came overseas to Ukraine to see their wife. So for me it was very strange why men go so far away, spend so much money and etc. And today I understood why. I think because we have much bigger family values and we love to feel like a woman and we love to see the man like a man, and I think I'm a bit older than all of you girls, and I can tell you in my 36 years old, I love when men care about me. I love sometimes when he tell me what to wear, because it's a care, it's a love. How man else can show you the love? If he just wanna fuck you, he don't care what you're wearing. Believe me, he don't care. He just come and fuck you and leave. But if he care about you, he tell you, baby, please do this, do that. So this is care, this is kind of love. So just appreciate it.
Wow. Modern, entitled women don't see it as care. They see it as men being manipulative and controlling for some reason.
If American men stay any longer in the States, they will be lonely forever. Girls are getting stricter and stricter every single day. You heard of this movement, no ring, no thing? Oh, they're not gonna even have sex with you before marriage, let alone before you spend some on them. And you have two choices here, right? You don't want to jerk off till the day you die. So you either raise your standard and improve financial situation, or you can go to other countries. For example, top choice, Russia, Ukraine. Think about it, we have wars, we have crises all the fucking time. Who dies first? Man. Probably best time for you to swoop in and wipe someone up. They have standards too, but they will go way easier on you than American girls. Oh my god. They just want a gentleman with 7 digits. It's not a rocket science.
Can we have a serious conversation about the LBHs, passport bros, like whatever you want to call them? I just don't understand how the most basic level men can leave America, travel to these other countries, and just pull absolute tens, like the hottest girls that you will ever see. And these men, like men that we wouldn't even look twice at, are just pulling them and convincing them to date them. Like, I truly don't understand it. Can someone please explain to me how this is happening and how these men are able to get away with it? Also, like, how can we stop this? It's out of control, and it's getting to a point where it needs to be stopped.
Okay. So she's super jealous of this new reality where guys are disgusted with American women in this country because it's really becoming like a pandemic of sorts of just horrible behavior. And they go to other countries and they meet women who want to be in their feminine, right? Because they haven't been indoctrinated in the same way in some other countries. They want to be feminine women. They don't want to be masculine women. They don't want to lead, right? They don't want any of those responsibilities. They're much easier to deal with, frankly, and much more pleasant to be around. And they go and these women are like, sure, I'm all these things and let's do it. And guys can then avoid these American women, and American women are like getting boxed out. They're getting X'd out of the equation because they're insufferable and they're hard and challenging. And they're like, well, these are guys that we turn our nose up at. And how are they able to get these hot women? Well, honey, because they don't have an ego. Maybe those other women don't have an ego this high when they're actually right around here. Maybe because those other women want to be in their feminine. You don't. Maybe because those other women want to bring feminine things to the table. You don't. Maybe because those other women aren't, exceptionally picky beyond recognition, thinking their shit don't stink when you do. So there's a difference, right? And the fact that she wants to put a stop to it, why does she want to put a stop to it? Because she wants guys to have no choice but to date American women so that they have to take all of the shit that American women dish out and have no other options, right? Instead of saying, listen, they're going to other countries because we're doing something effed up, right? We're not in our feminine. Like, we're not giving guys what they want, so they got to leave the friggin' country to go find, like, a decent woman. Maybe we should, like, change the way we're behaving. Something's going on here, or are we going to get X'd out here? We don't want to be alone at the end of the day. What are we doing that's so foul that they're literally leaving the country to go date somebody that's not us? Again, no self-reflection, no ownership, no self-awareness, no what am I doing wrong? None of that. Just how do we stop this so that men can take more of our and have no choice? That's the bottom line. Crazy. Totally freaking crazy. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button. It is so awesome how this channel is growing, and it's all because of you. Get in the chat, get feisty. Let's boost this algorithm and let's take it right up to space, y'all. Go big or go home.
She literally said she doesn't want those men. Why does she care at all what they're doing? And how did she end up making a whole-ass TikTok about it too?
Well, this might not be a popular answer, but when you're asking me a question, it's always going to be an honest answer, right? They say that men usually go overseas because, if you've ever listened to like any talk radio shows or anything, listen, men, welcome to chime in here, men. Why don't you answer this question for her? I'm one perspective. I welcome others, but I would say that American men go overseas for women for, I'm going to say a couple reasons. One, that most of the guys are going to say, is that they find that American women, now I'm not saying I agree with this, but they say that American women are a little more hard, a little pickier, harder to please, that type of thing, which, maybe we are. And and the thought is that somebody from another country, especially European women, they kind of are a little sexier, a little more go with the flow. They're not as concerned as with their checklist as we are. They're not maybe as OCD. They don't, you know what I mean? They're not wound as tight, basically. So that's kind of the first thing. I think in a nutshell, they would say that, they go to Europe because they, think women are a little more easygoing over there. All right. Now, the other theory that I have is that there's certain men, and not all, certainly, but I think there are those men who are just controlling, and they want a woman who is going to be, somebody that is more of an object, more of a trophy wife, somebody that they can control, essentially. And she's, English won't be her first language. So, I've known like a particularly douchey, still cringe. This attorney guy I worked with years ago, such a gross, disgusting person. He's like, well, if I don't find somebody, and I stopped working with him, he was so disgusting. He was like, I've got a plan. I'm going to go to Russia and I'm hiding all my money, and then she'll be over here and she'll be stuck and she'll just have to do what I mean, he was just awful.
Integrity, honesty, and traditional family values are much easier to find outside of the US.
So what do you suggest the women in the West do if everyone's advice is for men in the West to look elsewhere for a wife? What happens to all the women in the West then?
Well, that one study we referenced that said by 2030 or something, 50% of the women will be without a man. So that's the direction we're heading, because the men that are looking for those traditional values are starting to go overseas, and then the other half of the men are just checking out completely. They don't want to deal with women at all. So this is going to be a big issue that women are going to deal with in the future as their options dwindle.
Isn't that what the American women asked for?
So there is a growing percentage of men in the United States that have started to consider themselves passport bros. Let's talk about it, because a lot of people have asked my opinion on this. As somebody who's coached a lot of men and a lot of women, I will say that if you find love anywhere in the world, I'm happy for you. I really don't care what country it's in. Now, I think the issue is when people think about the passport bros and they think about what it is that they stand for, a lot of people are thinking about the fact that they're going to these other countries, they're only trying to buy women's time. They're talking to women who aren't wholesome, or they're talking to women who are SWs, if you know what I mean by that. I, as a man, can honestly say that if American women said they wanted to go to Italy or to France or to the UK to meet guys, I literally do not care, like at all. I want you to be happy. If they treat you better, go there. So I'll say, as a man, if you're going to these other countries to meet women, at the very least, you should be willing to try to learn the language, learn the culture, get to know these women as people, and you're not leveraging your money just to get laid. I think it's really triggering for people to talk about going overseas or dating while you're overseas, because everyone gets mad about American men ain't shit, American women ain't shit. And for some people, it's just not that deep. Now, for the guys that want to go to other countries because these women have nothing and you think you can offer them something and they're going to be reliant on you for some sort of green card or, financial whatever, I think you're a weirdo. So I think whatever your definition of a passport bro really is, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be indifferent. But as long as you're not taking advantage of other people, I really don't care what other adults do to find love.
We all know what it is. It's wanting peace in all aspects of life. A woman who is not nagging and entitled. Simple as that.
Get your passport and stop playing. I don't understand what y'all not understanding. Get your passport. These women in America is not it. I've been back in America for about, a month now? And I'm seeing, no, this is not the spot, bro. You know what I mean? I'm about to, get another trip out to Europe. I'm going somewhere else, and then I'm probably going to go to Europe. Because this ain't it. These women will drain you of your happiness. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about you. All they care about is how they feel and what they want out of life. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. We all want certain things out of life. But what you want, your happiness, oftentimes is not even considered. You know what I mean? If I find a European woman, a woman from the Netherlands, Germany or something, I'm out of America, bro. Ain't no way I'm staying here. Nah. I done already made my mind up. No way. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all passports, man. Once you see how people treat you in them other countries, you ain't never gonna be the same. I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? Like, these women out here, all they trying to do is impress their friends, get what they want, you know what I'm saying? Try to get money up out of dudes and all. Like, I be seeing it, peeping game, like, what's going on? No. You know what I mean? Like, no, y'all wake up. It ain't y'all. It's the game of America. Get up out of here, gang.
The best part about this video was its comment section, where American women agreed to being toxic themselves and how they can't help it anymore.
You want to know why a lot of dudes are going overseas to get wives? Let it tell you.
A lot of people judge men for dating internationally, but honestly, men just want femininity, support, and softness. And those things are still normal in other cultures. Not everything is about politics or drama. Some men just want peace.
You will be surprised, especially if you're not informed, of how other cultures do relationships. Especially when, like, a lot of women, you're young in other cultures, they have their mom in their life and their mom does a lot of wife-style duties, and the daughter is taught how to be a wife from a wife. Or out here, you wouldn't learn how to conduct a train from a pilot. And that's how it is. Like, a lot of chicks here are lost. They're raised by single moms, unfortunately, and they don't know how to be wives or how to be a good woman because they were taught you don't need no man, you don't got to do it. So men go to places where, you know, younger women or women in general were just raised to be wives. You can go to places like DR, South America. And again, I know there's a lot of people with, you know, a lot of women with different agendas that just want green cards and stuff, but we're not talking about those. But there is a large group and a large percentage of women that, you know, become amazing wives, and they're taught how to treat a man, what a man needs, and it's all simple stuff. It literally is. Like, she even said it. And those women are soft, they don't like to argue, they're feminine, you know what I'm saying? There could be a language barrier, but a lot of people, you know, they go that route and they end up happy, man. The women over there in other countries feel like they don't need that much. They just want to be happy, want to feel secure, and that's it. So compared to over here, where it's feisty attitudes, disagreements, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. The dating scene now hasn't been good, and it's probably the worst it's ever been. Birth rates at an all-time low. You see the pattern here, right? So if you a dude that got his own and can sustain somebody else, going overseas for a wife, if that's what you want, it's not a bad idea.
So everybody hates the passport bros, right? Because everyone says they go overseas, they get these girls, and these women will never love them. Why not just stay in America and pay these same women the same money and take care of them the way that you would take care of a woman from overseas, right? It's not that simple. You go overseas, you get these women, they're trained to be submissive, they're trained to cook, they're trained to clean. Yeah, they may not love you, they may not even fucking like you, but they're gonna give you the, how do you call it, the illusion that they like and love you. They're gonna give you as many kids as you want, as long as they are taken care of with that green card. Now, let's just say he gave that same exact money and that same exact lifestyle to a black girl in America. She's for sure not fucking cooking. She's for sure not fucking clean. Hell, she's not even fucking listening. And you black girls have made it clear, like, I'm not listening, I'm not being submissive, I'm not giving you hella kids, like, I'm not doing this, and the fifth. So why not go and pay for exactly what the fuck you want? Why would I even play games in America if I know I can go overseas and get exactly what the fuck I want? I mean, again, perception is everything. And just like these niggas, they be running games on y'all all day. Y'all think these men love y'all, y'all keep the baby, all this other stuff. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same perception that someone likes and loves you. Again, the passport bros are onto something because they're paying for exactly what they want.
So either travel and pay for what you want, or spend the same amount to get nothing but attitude. That is what it sounded like to me.
Okay, so let's talk about passport bros and American women being so upset at foreign women and upset at the passport bros and calling them predators. They're calling them pedophile, and they're saying that these women aren't educated. No, they're not. These women went to colleges, university. These women are college graduates. You're just mad because these women are beautiful. You're mad because these men are flying out, going to get these beautiful, attractive women. These women are goddess. These women are like 00, and you don't fit that standards. You want to hold out, or you don't want to give him anything. You want to be a modern day woman. No, go be a modern day woman. Don't worry about the man flying out, going to get younger, attractive woman. Don't worry about it. You say you don't care. Don't worry about it. Don't even comment. If you see a passport bro going to fly out, why you care? Don't worry about it. Let him go get his queen. Shouldn't be your problem. You should just skip if it doesn't apply. But you're mad because you're not able to control the man no more. He's going to get the kitty. He's getting beautiful woman, athletic body, something that you're not. So now why are you upset at the passport bros? Because passport bro is going to get beautiful woman, so now you're mad at the foreign woman. You just want something to be mad about. Woman just wants something to be mad about. Woman want to be mad all the time. You can't have it both ways. You can't want to be a feminist. Those women are not masculine. You're a masculine. A man want to be with a feminine woman. Those women are feminine. You're not that feminine. Those women are very feminine. Those women are take care of their husband. You're not. You want to be a boss, babe. You want to be a career woman. You want to be a man and a woman, and you don't pick a side. So the men are flying out, and you're getting passed over by younger, beautiful, attractive women. Now deal with it. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
It really is what it is. These women are just bitter, and that's why they're here complaining. You never see men crying about being the victims of hypergamy.
Let me get this straight. You have been telling men for years that you don't want them, that you don't need them, that they don't meet your standards, that they don't treat you right, that you can pay for your own hair, you can pay for your own nails, you can afford your own home, you can afford your own car. Men are good for nothing. You're strong, you're independent. But then you get mad when these men go to another country to actually find a woman that has the qualities that they are looking for in a wife. Make it make sense. I also want to talk about why this mindset that so many Western women have is actually extremely problematic. Because not only are you putting down the men who are going overseas with pure intentions, you're also putting down the women from these other countries solely off of the fact that they were not brought up in a Western culture. Because you're calling them uneducated, you're calling them poor, you're calling them weak, you're calling them vulnerable. You're creating a superiority complex where you are at the top and women from all these other countries are at the bottom. Now let me tell you something. If you were really superior, the men would not be leaving, and you would not be single.
The idea is, if modern women can't control you, they're going to ruin you. They use every means, the court system, or anything to keep you unhappy and in control. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Tell me what do you think about American women in the comments section. See you all tomorrow.